510, is that, okay, is that positive or negative in terms of the spin direction? Negative, right? You see a negative, like, right? Okay. Are you on the first revolution or are you on the second revolution? Second. Okay. So if you guys are on the second revolution, right? Negative 510. So if you look at a calculator and you're like, oh, I kind of don't know where that's at. It's maybe like, I don't know. So what's 510 minus 360? I get 150. Okay, so that means this is, here. And it's really negative 150 degrees, even though they gave you negative 510 degrees, right? You have to know your spins. You have to know if they're giving you a second revolution, right? Like the quiz that you guys took. Some of you guys then automatically, you knew the 360, you knew to give me the first revolution. There's your negative coterminal. And so then the positive coterminal would be what degree? What's the positive?
180. Oh, wait.
Remember, for it to be coterminal, your start has to be here at 0 degrees, and I want positive, so you're going up, not down, and it better land here. That's coterminal.
Oh, negative 150.
No, we already have negative 150. Give me the positive coterminal.
Oh.
So you already got negative covered. I want the positive. What's the positive? 150 would be there. It has to land there, you guys. It has to start at pink. It has to land on the green, or it's not coterminal. 210. Very good. Or it is 210 degrees. Why? Because this is 180 and this is 30 degrees, right? That's your reference triangle. It's your reference is that 30 degrees. If you guys are doing coterminal, at some point you have to kind of figure out how much is it past the 180 or past the 90, right? Or past the 0 or below the 360, but you have to look at that x-axis. Okay, here then for 8. Now, for those of you that, some of you guys are able to work off of radians, so bravo. Okay, for those of you that have to convert it to degrees, that's fine. If you needed to convert it to degrees, give me a sec. Oh, whoopsie. Okay, quiet. Turn around. Okay, if you need to convert it to degrees, by all means, go ahead and convert it, and then give me two coterminals, a positive and a negative, right? That's what you guys had to do on the quiz. All right, do you have to convert it? Not at all. Can you leave it in radian mode? Yes, you can, but I'll give you both because we're just starting out. But eventually, as we move along, your trig functions are in radians. You're not going to give me one part is degrees, one part is radians, and you have to stick to it, okay? So remember, you guys are training your brain right now. Okay, you can give me that negative 190, and then from there you can give me the revolutions, the first, the second. Okay, if you don't want to though, how would I go to the radians then? If they give me negative 19 pi 18, what would I do if I wanted a positive? And then what would I do if I wanted a negative? Radian of 2 coterminal if you wanted to keep it in radian mode. So give me 2 coterminals, but keep it in radian mode. Okay, you could do a lot of work and do the 2 coterminals in degree mode, and then go ahead and convert it back to radians. But what's one way could do it, especially since you guys have access to the calculators. What do you guys do? Don't come without converting. Okay. So if you guys are looking and you go from 0 degrees all the way around, you guys understand that's 360, right? One revolution is 360. Okay, what is the 360 in radian mode? What's the equivalent to 360? One of you guys knows it. You guys. Yes, very good. Okay, 2 pi. Harley's right. So if you're in radian mode, 0 pi all the way around is 2 pi. So if you want to keep your coterminals in radian mode, what should I do to this then? If it doesn't matter where it's landing, right? Say hypothetically it's like somewhere right here, right? It's hypothetically. All right, if I want to go another around, what should I add to that?
2.
But because it's negative, I'm going to add the sign.
Pi. Wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just don't go 2 pi, because then, right, you're not doing the coterminal. So if you want another revolution around, do minus 2 pi. And so then just grab your calculator. I shouldn't have taken it out, but whatever. Can you guys see? Oh, right here. And so then minus 2 pi, and that's doing a whole nother spin, right? Because 360 is a spin. 2 pi is the radian equivalent. And so one of my coterminals is negative 55 and 18 pi. Yeah. Okay, that's the negative. How would you just think, how would I get the positive? So say for instance, so we get negative 190 degrees, right? So this is kind of 10 degrees right here. Here's my negative 190 degrees, right? That's the equivalent. But we don't want to think like that. This is negative 19 pi over 18. You guys did the negative, so you guys went around and around, and that's how I get this negative 55 pi over 18. But if I want the positive coterminal here to here, how would I get that in, but keeping it in radian mode? If one complete revolution is 2 pi, what would you guys do to find the peak? If you guys kind of let yourself mull over it, if you guys kind of think in radians, like, well, what would I do with 360? Okay, but now convert your thinking to radians. Because you guys know it. You know what? You know how to do it. Like Brandon gave me the 210, right? Like, look what he did here. Brandon gave me the 210, right? He was correct. So now give me the peak there, but keep it in pi mode. And then you might have to use a calculator, or you can tell me and I'll punch it in. Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, it's negative 190. Oh, you mean this equivalent? It's negative 190, so it's 180 and then 10 degrees more. I mean, you could convert it, get it from the 360, and then convert it back. But what would you do if you we're just doing it I know you guys can do it here, right? That's why we already did 7. But for 8,
Would you divide it?
no, you're not. Well, I mean, unless you're converting, but if we don't, yeah.
Would you add the pi and then like point something point?
Okay, so he's trying to do parts, so he understands it's 2 pi around. So he's like, okay, so if it's 2 pi around, pi is to here, and then he's like, but you would have to convert 10 degrees to radians to know what to add. But he's on the right track. I mean, if he has the time on a quiz or whatever, he's on the right track. But if you guys just think about it, one of you guys will get it. But it's just how long do we wait? Whatever you would, however you got this, get that system in your head, like logistically what were the steps, but now think in radians. It's the same math, meaning the operation, your math operation, like add, subtract, multiply, divide, it's the same thing. Oh, you guys, it's 190. It's up here. My bad. It's negative 190. It's up here. I went 170. Alright, that looks ugly. But either way, it doesn't matter. What would you guys do? Okay, how did he get the 210? So go back to the green. Okay, they gave us negative 510, whatever. We found it's negative 150. How did Brandon get the 210? Because we were only given negative 150. So how does he know? Let's go green. How does he know that here to the green is 210? 360, right? Minus 150, does that give you 210? Yeah. So take that and go to the radians. What's the equivalent of 360? 2 pi. So what should I do to the 2 pi and what I'm given? 2 pi what? 2 pi minus? Huh? No, we're in radians. You can't, we're not doing, you guys don't do radians and degrees at the same time. Huh? Yeah, so if you want the pink, and this is negative, well, duh, and this is negative 19 pi over 18, and if you want that coterminal, then what is 2 pi minus 19 pi 18, whoopsie, and I get 17 pi over 18. Okay, now, is that right? Convert it then. If you're like, I don't know. So time, well here, just so you guys could see, 17 pi 18 times, whoops, times, doesn't want to click out. Oh, here, let's see if it'll click in. Okay, good. Okay, and I get 170 degrees. Okay, so this tells me I already know negative 190 degrees is to here, and is that in fact 170 degrees the positive way? And yeah, that's 360, right? Negative 190, positive 170. They are coterminal because they meet in the same position. And so if you guys want to stick to radians, if you want to give it a try, a few of you did do that on the quiz, that you gave me a negative and a positive, and you guys understand because in your work I can see you going plus 2 pi and I can see you going minus 2 pi, so you understand. So for those of you that understand radians, remember 360 is the degree revolution. The equivalent is 2 pi. So that's it. So if you guys just think of your thinking, like, well, what was my thinking steps? For degrees, it's the same, it's just, it's 2 pi. So are you subtracting it, or are you adding it to get another revolution? Or are you trying to find the coterminal from like the other direction, whether positive or negative? Okay. Okay, this is gonna be a long video because we like thought it out. Okay, state if the given angles are coterminal, you guys understand that. Okay, find a coterminal angle between 0 and 360. That means I want the 1 revolution or 1 spin. So, for instance, this is a second spin. This is a second spin. This is a second spin. This is still a first spin. But they want it positive. You understand that? So, like, what would this one be for the positive? Just think. 30. Right? So if they're giving you negative, right, remember this is negative. Negative 330 degrees, then the rest of it to complete it is positive 30 because 360 is the revolution, right? Okay, and so as long as you guys know how to get that to go back to the first spin, if you have 435, just take 360 away and you'll get the first spin. Okay, but remember this is negative, so if you take 360 from it, you still got to know you're dropping quadrant 4, 3, right? Positive spin, you're going quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Same thing here. Give it to me in radian mode. So no degrees here. No degrees. It's trying to get you guys no degrees. They want to keep you in radian mode. And then oh yeah, so this is radian. Fair? Yeah? Alright, it's gonna be a long video. Let's see what it is.